Okay. I'm waiting for the recording to start. So. Just waiting for. Okay, so first of all, I would like to welcome all of you to the monthly Students Forum that are supposed to be organized during the first week of every month, right? In collaboration with the Students Affairs Office, headed by Professor Shefqet Meda, who is also going to be the co-moderator of this event. And this month's topic, as you already know, is related to entrepreneurship. More specifically, it is titled Challenges and Opportunities of Entrepreneurship in the Albanian Context. And the motto of the whole students' forums is for CIT students, by CIT students. So the whole idea behind this is that during this monthly forums, we will always have keynote speakers who are either current or former CIT students, right? So this is, once again, I want to emphasize, for CIT students, by CIT students. So, and as I mentioned earlier on, this month's topic is, you know, challenges and opportunities of entrepreneurship in the Albanian context for those who have just, you know, joined us a bit later. And today I'm really delighted to have two speakers, Renato Civili, a former MBA student of CIT, and also Denisa Xheleku, a former MBA student of CIT. I will try to, you know, talk for very briefly and introduce Renato very quickly. And then, before I do that, I will make sure that Renato explains his ideas about and his personal, you know, experiences with regard to entrepreneurship in 10 to 15 minutes, to be followed by questions and answers on your side, okay? And then we'll present the second speaker, and I would like Professor Shefqet Meda to present the second speaker. So without further delay, let me introduce Renato first, okay? His profile and the company that he has been running for some time now. So he is an expert in digital marketing, sales and communications with over 14 years of experience in designing and implementing marketing and sales strategies. He has been part of different companies in the field of marketing, digital media, telecommunication, and international real estate. You know, currently Renato is the CEO and co-founder of Digital Academy Albania. Just I'm trying to emphasize this, Digital Academy Albania, a training academy that helps people to become expert in digital marketing. Obviously, he has got an MBA from Canadian Institute of Technology. Now, I would like to give the floor to Renato, apologizing for the delay, of course. So Renato, the floor is yours. You know, with regard to regulations I mentioned earlier on, so you have 10 to 15 minutes at your disposal. And it was my understanding that based on your experiences, rather than on PowerPoint presentations, we want, as I mentioned earlier on, you know, a frank discussions between students and us, so that you can give you know, first-hand experiences to them. So and hopefully they will learn more from what you're going to say. So the floor is yours, Renato.
Thank you, Professor Artur. And of course, we will discuss based on our experience. And I remember the time when I was a student, an MBA student at CIT, and one of the reasons was that I love technology. And now we have a huge opportunity to generate more business opportunities as well as career opportunities through technology. And I think that one of the in every market we have challenges and opportunities. In Albania, maybe we have a lot of challenges, but I want to focus on our opportunities that we have. Based on my experience, was a combination on my previous experiences that I've worked for on sales and marketing, and I understood that through years, even that I work in different industries, I was focused on communication, sales, marketing, and as well as I'm passionate about technology. I saw an opportunity that we can help more individuals, students, and businesses to generate more sales, more business, and more revenues through digital marketing. And around 5 months ago, with my business partner, we founded Digital Academy Albania because through the years we saw that is in a need, a gap in our market through this learning these digital skills, not only from universities but even from businesses. They lack trainings to their staff, and for this reason they lack opportunities to generate more sales, more business, and more revenues. And this is why we started to create trainings for individuals who wants to become professionals in digital marketing. And as well as we are consulting businesses how they will improve their presence, differentiate their presence online on Google rankings, on social media, on our improving their website to make a greater and a better experience for their customers and generating leads, customers, and revenues continuously. And this we saw an opportunity, and based on this experience I want to share my advice, what I've learned this so far with your students now. What I wanted to learn when I was a student is that you have to find now what industry first was choose what industry you love or you want to work for, because in every industry there are challenges and opportunities. But what will make you successful and what you will make you become better and differentiate from others is your skills and your passion to learn and to develop your skills, your knowledge, and your expertise in that field. This is what I wanted to emphasize. For me, it was marketing and communication. And now with the power of technology, we will amplify and we will make better to communicate and to reach more larger audiences online, and to help even businesses and people who has an idea over a project, service, or products that want to make more people to know them, to like, to trust, and to buy from them. This is why with technology we have huge opportunities, as you know. The second thing that what has helped me so far is the skills that I've developed through the years, through the skills of marketing, sales, as well as networking and negotiating. I want to emphasize that if you choose one industry and have a mentor or have an internship, if you are starting your careers, start to have some internships and experience in the field that you want to work. Learn how the business works, what are the skills that are needed in your market, because in the end of the day we have to see ourselves as a valuable product in the open market. You have to see yourself and to think what value will bring to the market, what solution you are solving, what problem you are solving for our audience or your customers. And the third reason that I want to emphasize that is helping me in our journey, on our entrepreneurship journey, is our networking. I have around 10 years that I'm working on business to business in middle-sized and large-size companies, and these networks that I've created so far is helping me to generate business and to generate more customers. And I want to share with you this tip that you have to create your networks, not only offline but even online. LinkedIn, for example, is a great platform to create networks and to see who are the people that can help you to land a job or to collaborate or to generate business with. You can in LinkedIn you can find almost everyone. Just select, create a nice profile for yourself with a beautiful picture, uh, a profile, a bio that is, it tells for you what you are passionate about, what you can, what you want to work, or what how you can collaborate with others, and connect with people that can collaborate with you, that you want to work with them, and start communicating and creating and be visible for them. Uh, One other thing is to create solutions for the problems. Our market has a lot of problems, but based on our technology that even you are studying, find problems that an industry has. For example, restaurants or hotels. Restaurants have a lot of opportunities to create websites. These are some digital skills that are required not only in Albania but everywhere in the world, like website developer, digital marketing, marketing strategies, communication, soft skills, and a person that is specialist in Google AdWords and in social media marketing. Copywriting is a skill that how to write with persuasion and to speak with confidence and influence. These are the skills that if you can be even a freelancer for them. You can register your profile in Upwork, that is an open platform that everybody that has a skill can work as a freelancer there. And of course, there are a lot of opportunities, like freelancer, Fiverr, or Upwork. I would suggest that first you develop your skills, see what is your industry that you want to serve and to work for, to learn and to grow, and find opportunities in the market. In our market in Albania, we see that is a huge opportunity for businesses and individuals to grow their presence online, to learn how to sell their ideas and products, and how to differentiate themselves. Because everybody now has a mobile phone in their hands, and you can reach everybody now with social media and with digital marketing. And these are the practical skills that we hadn't the opportunity to learn in our school or in our MBAs. But the market is requiring people and people who has the skills to grow their business, to learn, to generate more sales, as well as to reduce their costs. You can create platforms, and I know that in CIT there are very interesting topics and classes with software development, or think about a project that you can sell, or you can help businesses in Tirana. For example, my MBA thesis in CIT was how companies can create customer relationship marketing strategies to improve their uh, relationship with customers, to generate more sales, and to make them more satisfied and loyal to their company. And this project, this MBA thesis, I haven't said to you, Professor Artur, that this thesis that I've worked, practical thesis, I've interviewed in the industry of telecommunication many managers of the main companies, and I have promoted myself, and I landed a job in Infosoft company, Infosoft Systems, if you know. And they saw that I have made a huge study. It was around 100 pages. I knew very well the companies and the platforms that they were selling, Microsoft CRM platforms. And I knew not only the platforms, and I had even the experience of selling these platforms and sales in sales field. And I was the right match for their department, sales and marketing department. Um, if these are some of the topics that I wanted to share. If you have any questions, or what are other maybe challenges that you want to I can share, you can let me know.
Okay, thank you, Renato. That was very helpful indeed. You know, you provided us with some, you know, first-hand experience of the market in Albania, how to land a job. And we keep telling students that, so one step in the right direction is by, you know, your master's thesis in this case should focus on, you know, and should address a real problem that businesses have. So
Yeah.
for studies purposes, you approach these companies, and later on you might become their you know, preferred valuable employee or assistant manager, and why not a manager. So even in terms of self-employment, this is what crises have always taught us. So look at crisis as an opportunity, and the opportunities are related to self-employment, obviously. Now, let's open the floor for some questions, comments. I would really like some of the current students who are present today to, I would really encourage them to come up with comments and questions if possible. You may use the chat box as well if you want to.
I just wanted to add that I see now, in the last 5 months, see that entrepreneurship is the art of having courage to start, to make the first step. And if you have a solution, an idea, or a project that you think and you believe that you can help businesses or individuals, you have to start to promote it. And if you don't start now, you will regret later, because maybe others will start and they will compete with the idea. And of course, I would suggest for the students that maybe are not in the journey right now of the entrepreneurship, but they want to land a job, I would say that don't just wait for the openings or job openings in some websites. You can be action oriented. You can write to the companies that you work for. You can in LinkedIn you can see who are the CEOs or the managers or the person that you want to work for, or the departments, and you can write to them to start an internship. How you can have that company, make visible yourself, be visible, and increase your brand, differentiate from others. Don't wait others to choose you. Be yourself and be action oriented. Have courage and to start and to have initiative for what you are looking for.
Okay, thank you, Renato. Questions? You know that we can't move to the second keynote speaker without a couple of questions. If you don't ask questions, then I'll ask a question, or a couple of them. Yes, anyone who would like to Okay, if I were teaching, I would pick and choose students, but I can't do that now. So I will ask my my questions. Renato, this is a, you know, let's look at this forum as a let's say not really formal, but kind of informal discussions between students and us as moderators. Now, in order to start a business in Albania, do you need capital? How much of a capital do you need? I mean, of course, I know it depends on the sector of an industry, but let's say in digital marketing, something related to digital marketing. So do you really need any initial capital? Because that's what crosses students' minds when they first think of entrepreneurship.
Of course, capital is important in starting a business, but we have to know that in digital marketing, we can open a website with just $10. Is Wix.com. You can open a website that is better than a website like a large company, and you can create a presence online with just $10 or $100. And even social media. Of course, when you have a budget to sponsor and to promote your services, of course, you can reach more people. And I would say it's important, but not an excuse not to start it. Because we have to see that we can start with small steps. We can have a feedback from the market. Well, this is what we are working in our digital academy. We don't have a larger or bigger company. We are two people that are working and one assistant, person that is helping us. And we are making meetings with businesses to make trainings with them. I had a training now with a larger company in highway, and this is why I'm here. And of course, we are creating even trainings, but start with small, start simple, and have the feedback. And if you see that there is a huge market for your idea or your business, you can reinvest the money that you with the first sales, you can reinvest it. And of course, if you have a budget, it will be better to reach more audience, to make more people to know, like, and trust you.
Okay, thank you, Renato. I'll now, okay, as there are no more questions, okay, hopefully I have to ask 3 times maybe, right? Please ask.
I wanted to add even the last part.
Please.
Think on business idea that you don't have to have a big budget to start. For example, you can create a partnership with others that have made investments with buying products, with a store, or example. If you have skills for selling, for example, you can create partnership with them, and you focus on what is your skills. You focus on selling their products and have a percentage of the selling. And you can create just your website, your banner, your flyers, and you can present as a business partner with them. And you can help these companies or partners to sell more. And for that, you have a commission. Find what is your skill that you can help businesses, and that has the products that you want to sell, or create your product. But you can find other products. It's not necessary to create your product itself. We have the opportunity to create ourselves based on our experience. But if you have products that you want to sell and you are better in selling or communicating or presenting, you can collaborate with them, sell their products, and have your business and your incomes by doing that.
Okay, thank you very much, Renato. We do appreciate that. Okay, now without further delay, I'll give the floor to Professor Shefqet Meda to introduce the second keynote speaker. Professor Meda, the floor is yours. You need to unmute, please.
Thank you for attention. Prof. Professor, it's a pleasure to introduce alumni in such forums, and proud that we have taught students like you, Renato, and Migena. First of all, I would like to thank you, Renato, for the willingness he has shown in the other collaborations with CIT, and especially in the ideas for improving new programs or existing ones. Really, I appreciate your improving, Renato, in previous meetings with CIT and collaborations.
Thank you, Professor Shefqet. It was a pleasure.
Migena, thank you, Renato. Migena, we are glad that you have found yourself in the market, and especially nowadays in the pandemic situation. And at this time, let me give you the floor to explain, but seen from a different point of view, how you achieved it and how much the school contributed to these achievements, Migena. So floor is for you.
Thank you. I hope, can you listen to me?
Yes.
Okay. I will start with my bachelor studies. There were some courses that we had to build, for example, business plans and how we would present them to possible pitching, like getting funds, resources. And during these courses, there were some professors like Blandishima or Altempa who told us how to write a business plan step by step. And during that time, all the students in the class, we didn't even knew how to write it, or where to start, or simple the idea. And after finishing my bachelor studies, I started working for a company here in Albania for honey. And the CEO of that company said to me that you have many ideas, why you don't try to find any resource or anything possible. And incorporating my learning of writing a business plan, I said, why not find resources? And the first step I did after my bachelor study and with my help of my boss was to search on internet about possible competitions, so I could pitch an idea. And like trying many different competition, I tried, I failed, I tried. This was like a repeated thing. You don't have to discourage yourself if you don't win. But when I finished my master studies at the last year, I was selected a winner at training business idea. And it was very like, oh my God, I win. I was selected. And my business started about for something green. It's related to my mother's land. I started incorporating what should I do with the resources I have around me. Like my family, you need people to encourage you all the time to say if you're doing something wrong or not. And when I pitched for my idea, I said my mother has land and my brother travels a lot. So I cooperated my brother's traveling because he's a geographic guy and he like sees like the lands. And I said, why we not plant something? Like take a plant, put it or like a green house. We had a small greenhouse in my house. And I said, okay, I'll try like taking some sample of medical plants. Doing then later a research market for these medical plants, I saw that in Albania there is quite a demand. It means that you have quite opportunities to do business in this kind of field, because growing up tomatoes or something else, it's not that you have a lot of like opportunities, because that exists. It's already established in Albania. So I found like a flower. It's called Helichrysum italicum. I don't know if it can be seen. It's a flower that is resembled that the sunflowers we have in the summer. It's like yellow, and this is very search in. I think I talked with the business here in Skodra. They are planting this. They are the only ones who are actually exporting this in America, and I search about different seeds that I could plant, because it's very difficult when you start a business in greenfield for especially medical plants. You have to keep in mind the land. If the land has the potential for you to grow this kind of crops, because not all the crops can be grown in every kind of lands. They have attribution. That's why usually when I did my business, I did analysis of the land. If it has the right attributes for my plants to be grown and to have the 100% quality. When I started my business, it was during the pandemic, which was very drawback. But actually, a good thing of working with villages and many family is that they can go outside of the lands and see. If I did, for example, now the works like Renato, who is working in communication, it's quite difficult because you have to have and manage a lot of things. But in green field, the persons is the only one who will go to the land, so it's quite easy for them and accessible for them to see if the flower is growing, if it needs water, irrigation, and certain stuff that it requires. I had to stop like 3 months, but actually my business, I did not close it because during the pandemic, many people in agriculture, they closed up their business, but I did not because I had planted the seeds before the pandemic. So the seeds need like 2-3 months to grow, which was quite good for me because why should I close up when actually my work is done? And the thing I did during the pandemic is that the ones that who provides bread for the villages, I will give them a piece of paper and they will send the message to the person because they didn't even have the phone calls or anything like internet connection, which is quite difficult when you work in the sector of agriculture because internet is not provided in every sector. After doing this, the plant is like cut and you can produce like essential oil. And for Helixum italicum, one bottle of 1 liter of this oil, it costs like 10,000 euros, which is quite expensive because it is used in a lot in medical companies because they produce like medicine or certain stuff, or they can even send it to companies like perfumes or creams, which is it has a lot of attributes which are very helpful to the human body, and it's very difficult as a plant to be grown in different lands. That's why when I started here in Tirana, I searched, is anyone doing this? Do I have any competition? Because I'm a startup, I'm starting small, so I cannot compete with others, which can actually block my ways of doing this, because you have to keep in mind if it's rare, it means it has a right like a high cost of production and certain stuff. That's why now I'm even testing some other seeds, and I start to change even the model of the business because I got scared if we have a second pandemic and we are closed up, what I'm going to do further. So in order not to even close up, so I did I sent my greenhouse from my mother's land in my house. Actually, I have a lot of space here, and I built like 700 meters of to keep my vegetables or anything else. I said, why not bring the seeds here? I can grow them up. I can see how the process is done. Even for the processing of employing people, it's far more easy because I am actually right now I'm only me employed, but during the season that I need to have the seeds planted or to cropped or to clean, there is the 3 months that I need to employ like up to 4 people. And the good thing is I employ the people who give me the land to rent. Or another model of my business is that I provide seeds like 30% discount. It means the person who's gonna get interested about his land and gonna plant a certain quantity of the seeds, I usually they don't have the cost because they're from villages. It's very impossible to buy the seed. It's expensive. One seed, for example, one plant of the seed might cost up to $2, which is very expensive, or 1.5 euros. And for Albanians, here it's very difficult. That's why I usually give them options, like 3 options, and they select which of the 3 options is better for them. But right now, I'm working with other regions of the Tirana because they have more lands, and the crops for planting these seeds is more better because they need sun. They need the land to be a bit the scale, so the sun can touch the seed more easily. And also when the rains fall, it does not take the seeds, because you have to keep in mind the irrigation system that you need to do. I might say that if students or people have lands, they should search, do analysis. They can see what kind of crops they can plant in it. Because I've seen a lot of my age, they say you are too young. Why you started something so difficult? Do you need a lot of things? It's not difficult. If you go after it and you step by step, you see it how it's done. And one suggestion I want to give even to like a CIT student is to see online for competition of startups in different fields. If you see that you are capable in, like in my case, I was very capable in green field. You can be more capable in recycling, in clothing, in technology. So the opportunities are there. You just need to have the courage to apply and to step up in front of that jury and to share your idea, which usually can be a bit scary because you are not used to have such staff that give you like correct answer, tell you you're wrong here, you should improve this part. And to be scared. I have failed like 5 or 6 times when I had my idea, but during this time you learn, you improve, and with each improve you go to the top of your idea. It means the way you can really incorporate that and to be established it should be, and not to close up. Because I see many startups that they started, they had a very good year and they got scared and they closed up. The idea is to have faith in yourself, to find the right team. If you find people that encourage you, even if you're failing, even if you are doubting, should I stop here or should I go on? That's why I had a very good thing, because I have a very family and friends that have pushed me go further, and I succeeded. That's why a good thing for startups is you cannot have only like you can provide funds even from the state. You can apply there for getting for agriculture. The states will give a lot of funds that can help you to grow further, which is good for my opinion. Therefore, students, I suggest you to write business plans, to improve, ask your teachers. It's a good thing. I've asked a lot of my teachers how to improve my marketing plan, how to improve my management plan, how to improve my financing plan, because each resources has to be calculated and have to be distributed in a right order. If you make a mistake in that financing part, one part will be the obstacle of diminishing all your goals. That's why everything should start from the top up. Your idea. Distribute your idea step by step and see where you are lacking. That's why it's good. You should do like coffee groups when you have friends that you believe that it will say something real, suggestions. Then you should present a lot to different people, because they will catch something you have forgotten and you will say, oh, I did not think about this, which is good. In my opinion, I had, for example, my recycling. For example, when you trim the plants, I didn't knew that these plants could be collected and make it like organic plants. I don't need to buy more organics, because now you can buy with packers and you send it to your, but I can do it like bio 100%. That's why I think everyone should be very encouraging on doing their idea. I don't know if someone has any questions about startup, how they can do any resources, stuff like that. So I'm opening to it.
Migena, thank you very much for your explanations and for your suggestion to you in commerce, in business.
Yeah.
Please take into consideration also technology to your initiatives.
Yes, I'm thinking that
because
part.
you can collect data remotely with Internet of Things devices just for some basic parameters as humidity or something like to your plants.
Actually,
So in collaboration with Renato.
actually, I was thinking now it is just an idea. I was even telling my brother, for example, there is like an app. I want to make an app with additional explanation for each plan. For example, when you download this app, the person who's gonna be in certain region of Albania will have a detailed information of what kind of attribution could be related to this plan. I'm working in it actually. That's my, because right now I have like 120 farmers, and I take a sample of their lands. I will show photos very soon in Instagram about my greenhouse, where you can see it's like a very long row, and you have like samples of each land and the attribution of the plants if it is required. This will help a lot of people who are interested in starting something in this field.
So push your brother to support you in
I'm
implementing
pushing.
technology. Yes.
That's why I think people could, I think students of MBA with students of engineering can combine, and they can do a lot of great things if they
Yes.
think.
Really, we appreciate your initiative and wish the best you.
Thank you.
Now, floor, it's open for any comment or question.
Yes. We can even chat it if they...
Yes, they can chat.
Yeah. You can use the chat box. It's the same rule applies here. If there are no questions, I will ask a question.
Yeah.
Let's wait a little bit, okay? You know that.
Yes.
And my questions are frank and sincere. You know that, okay? So anyone who wants to ask a question, if not, okay. Migena, have you made a profit? How much a profit have you made so far? Now, is it worth it? Okay, yes. So it's the opposite of what I asked Renato, right? So now, is it worth it in terms of, I know in terms of, hard work, and, do you need, stamina and, knowledge, and in the end, of course, it's important to create something of your own, but financially wise, is it worth it? Have you made a profit?
Yes, actually I've made. Actually,
you don't need to give us a figure.
No, actually I've made. That's why I'm telling you it's a very profitable sector to focus it. Not only by people, but those who are really engaged in it. Because I had a very good opportunity because my brother is a geographic guy. So I had this chance to learn a lot about the lands, because I'm MBA. I'm more focused in like managing, should do this, do that, like tasking manage. But it is profitable. That's why I started this. It's not that, but you need to be very dedicated to it. I will tell you my day work, because when people ask me, it's like I wake up at like 6 in the morning. I go to the greenhouse. I see how the water, because in the morning you have that like push of the, it looks like rainy, and I see from the plants if they have anything up it, because they might take like a lot of bacteria, and you see the coloring of the leaves or the way of it is strong. So after I finish my days, like 2 hours, or seeing each seed, seeing if they need water or everything. After it, I go take out the seed in the sun. It's a long process till afternoon at like 2 o'clock, because I need to be keep in mind. After it, I work with emails, people that I'm working, giving them seed, because I take orders. People are interested of having this kind of order of seeds. I plan how much seed I need to provide for them to bring to grow it up till it's a very mature plant, which can be very easily grown in their lands. A drawback of this is in case the plants get like broken from the heavy rain or everything, you have to keep in mind a lot of risks. It's not easy, but if you focus on it, keep in track everything, like notes. I keep diary for each of the work I do, so I can see how it's going, what can I improve if I have anything wrong. I'll not say everything is perfect, but with each day you improve, which is a good thing. I'm just starting. I might say the good review will be after 3 or 5 years. You can tell how much you are growing step by step, but it's small steps, so you have to keep.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Migena.
Okay, Migena, we have, first of all, Professor Admira likes to thank you, and Renato also, for your inputs and explanations in details, but Professor Admira is asking you, is the market for medicinal plants well organized in Albania? Is there any organization that supports the idea?
I will not say so well organized, because you have to keep in mind, I'm a startup and I cannot export directly by myself. It means if you go as a startup and you register as an exporting company, you have to keep in mind you have some tariffs that you cannot pay, which a good thing is when you start, you should see if there are companies already doing this, but not in that region. For example, in Tirana, I didn't have anyone planting Ericsson, but in Skodra, there was another company and they were exporting. So the good thing is I said to them, I have this kind of plants, I'm doing this. Can it be an opportunity for us to collaborate so I can send you my finished good till I grow up step by step and be a finalized company? Because right now I'm a very small like size. They are big because they are exporting, which is, I think you should, for each one who's focusing in a medical plan, should search companies who export medical plans and see their offers, because I've seen some companies here that try to take it very cheap, but actually the price is quite high. And I don't think you should work with them. You should search this, because the mistakes that farmers here do is they don't see how much like 1 kilo of that medical plant can cost. And the other guy, for example, you can sell it like $100, because I'm working more with this kind of exchange. And the one you are selling to the company exporting in Albania might take it you for like 50, half, which you are losing, you are not making money. So a good thing is to see a company outside, and that company can work with the exporting here. So you can be like a 3 corporation, and which can be good for the 3 parties to be a win-win. That's why it is B2B and not B2 consumers. I work directly with businesses, not consumers, which quite difficult, but you have to be strong. So don't always accept when a business person gives you like a good deal. It might be it's not good. You have to think 2-3 times. That's why when I started my business, one of my friends said, go get a lawyer, see how it works, because when you're new, you don't know these steps. That's why you need to have a good accounting, a good lawyer, and to be very good yourself. Don't always say yes. You should always say no to big persons, which in my case I did, because I cannot risk. I'm small. I have to keep those small steps and grow bit by bit. I think Renato can tell more because he has more years of experience and can give a more detailed. I'm more like startup, like growing at baby steps.
Thank you, Migena. As Professor Isida is saying, think big, start small.
Start small. Very excellent.
Also, thank you from Professor Admira.
Thank you.
Professor Shefqet, I think time at our disposal is almost over. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. This was like the first session of our, monthly forums. Okay. Obviously, it's not the best session over, but I really think that was a good beginning, and we really hope to see you and others next month to discuss another topic, okay, with different keynote speakers as well. And I really hope that the time spent together has been beneficial in many different ways, and I really hope it hasn't been a waste of time. Okay, so thank you very much for your presence, and looking forward to hearing from you in the future.
Thank you,
The best of success to all of you. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very satisfied.